Greetings, fellow goobers. Welcome back. Today we're doing a top 10 video countdown of Triplesix's top 10 GameCube games. Why don't we just get started?
Yeah, let's get right
The
into
anticipation is killing me.
All right.
I want to know. 10.
My bad. My first game is Super Mario Strikers here. 2005 from the GameCube here. Nintendo did a really good job with this title and a lot of their other sports titles, just like tennis and golf. They're all great games, but this one, you just can jump in. It's super easy to play. You got the normal Mario-themed characters and items to kind of help you. You can, while you're playing soccer, because it's a soccer game, you can build up special meters, do like super trick shots, getting sweet goals. They have some fun little dancing animations and everything. I got to do a little shout out to my favorite character, Waluigi, for his super awesome celebration.
Waluigi, yeah, Waluigi, yeah.
And we're moving on.
9.
We're going to bring in now Soul Calibur 2 for
Calibur.
GameCube.
Fighting game. Not a big fan myself of fighting games, but
It's good. This one was brought in 2002. It is like a Mortal Kombat esque fighter.
Yeah.
You beat the crap out of them. Soul Calibur tried to do something new with their series. They brought in weapons, armors, so you can customize a character to have a little more. Like, say I want to be an offensive DPS character, I could just stat into all of that real quick.
That's cool.
It boasted a great selection of characters.
Right.
And if you're a fan of big boobs, Soul Calibur is the right series for you. I gotta say, all the female characters, they got a giant bust. I don't understand with them. I gotta shout out Yoshimitsu, the Skull Fighter. He's awesome.
oh yeah.
He appears on a lot of series. He is wonderful. But what made this great, there was 3 versions, GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation. All had their own exclusive character. GameCube, you got Mr. Link. He was quite bomb-ass. You got all of his normal Zelda moves. Sword slashing down, bow and arrow, bombs, boomerangs. You get a wide, great selection.
And we all know, yes, no, his name is not Mr. Link.
It's Zelda, okay?
It's... I thought it was Chic.
I'm lost now.
Ganondorf?
Isn't his name like Navi?
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, listen!
Great game, great story. Get some dungeon crawlers with fighting in it. It's good twists. Great content out of it. Great multiplayer.
Is there a story mode or something?
There's a small story mode for each character that's a lot of lore in it. You'd have to really pick it up and get into it.
Okay.
Yes, so.
That's cool. That's Soul Calibur?
Yes,
2.
Soul Calibur. Yeah, Dos.
Dos.
Appearing at number 8.
Get
And
some.
Actually, that was number 9.
That was
number 9. We
We
only done
skipped
one game before this.
Yeah.
I don't know how to count.
Math.
Hey!
8. So now we're on number 8.
Yes, we're starting number 8. We're going to bring the title 007, Agent Under Fire. It is awesome. I love to be an action hero all the time. I love to be an action hero. James Bond adds it in. You get all the babes, you get all the cars, all the guns. They keep it really cool. The first expansion from the GoldenEye series, we actually get to introduce vehicles, new gadgets, stealthy kind of missions, some new takes for a new part of that series.
Yeah.
I like the one city, town level. Don't have a name, unfortunately, because it's from memory. But there is...
We can look it up right here.
Meh. Okay.
So your favorite level is what?
I don't remember.
Night of the Jackal!
Night of the Jackal.
Night
Thanks.
of the
You had to
Jackal.
look it up. We're having terrible moments with that one. So when you get about halfway through this mission, one of the enemies, he has a sniper. You drop it, and then you use a little claw to go up. You're like, boop, boop, travel across a couple of little rooftops. You end up where you're like, oh, is that lady taking a shower over there? And you pull up the sniper, and it was the first nudie you ever found in GameCube. What the hell? Never would have expected that.
Sniper boobs.
And then the other fond memory I really have of this game is multiplayer mode. You get the claws out, and you're just like Spider-Man with guns.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Honestly, Spider-Man's with guns, and you can just like hold it and hide in little corners, play hide and go seek.
Yep.
It's great. Campaign, very intense, lots of action. You got a wide array of stuff, driving some tanks, just killing lots of people. Get into it. It's a great game.
Now, do you like it more than, say, GoldenEye?
Good question. Ooh. Going back, nowadays, I would much prefer Agent Under Fire, more than GoldenEye. Now, when I was growing up, I would pick GoldenEye. Only because you look at GoldenEye, you go back, it has terrible controls. It's laggy. It doesn't look so nice. It's a nostalgia bomb, and it's like, sorry, I'm picking the other one. I know it's a classic. I owe great memories to it, but I am picking the new.
Yeah.
And that's it. The new hotness.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. 7.
Mario Kart Double Dash.
Okay.
So, your typical Mario Kart game, the main twist they added in, you get 2 characters to race on this one.
Do you mean?
This one, what 2 characters do you like from the Mario series? Like, say I pick Yoshi and Luigi. Put them together and I pick a...
Oh, they hop on the same vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay, they team up.
Yeah, so you team up. So this is the first time you ever had, like, inventory management. Each character can hold a different weapon. They brought back a lot of the classic maps that you love, like Rainbow Road's obviously there. It's the one everyone cares about. And they brought a whole bunch of new, beautiful, gorgeous places.
Yep.
Since it's a first-party Nintendo game, they always put a lot of work and finesse. So graphically, the game looked amazing, and the gameplay ran smooth, and it was very responsive. So to have a lot of fun in the Mario Kart series, I would pick that one for top 1 or 2 with the 64.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, those two go hand in hand, I think.
Now, you've never experienced the Super Nintendo one, have you?
No.
Oh, wow.
Nah. No, I got not much to compare it. I can only go farther and farther into the series.
N64
It's like,
and up.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but yeah.
But it's just like, I like to pick, in that one, Wario. I always like to pick a nice Wario for my Mario games. And I tend to pair it up with, like, Shy Guy or Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Those are my normal 2 goes at it.
Alright, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a really fun game.
6.
This is a franchise probably everyone knows about. It's not typically known as a gaming franchise. Any guesses?
No.
No, this game's a Simpsons game.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, everyone knows it pretty much. You go in there. Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yes.
Yes, this game. This is an odd take on The Simpsons to do a title like this because it is very Grand Theft Auto like reminiscent. You drive over people, you run people off the road, like you're making Springfield a giant disaster.
Game is called Hit and Run.
Yeah, Hit and Run, really. So it gives you many side quests, tons of story content, secret areas. You got all your level playables: Homer, Marge, Lisa, Bart, Apu, and I believe you get like Mr. Burns or something like that. All get great end game cars, go super fast, make a lot of fun turns in it.
Yep.
They had great voice actors for the whole thing.
So like the actual voice actors.
I believe, yeah. So it really felt like it was just like taking the TV show and I'm able to play it this time, which was really made that feel. And then just to once again bring it with the unique gameplay of Grand Theft Auto and mix them. It was just a bizarre take, and it was really well done and executed. So good shit.
I would like to see a Simpsons game kind of like Grand Theft Auto, like you said, but more of like the open world concept, but like in the true Grand Theft Auto fashion, where it's not like a linear. You get in your car and you just drive, right?
Yeah.
Like explore everything, you know.
It would cool to get like a revamp of it, get some multiplayer and some toolbox.
But not even
items.
that game. I mean just an open world Simpsons game.
Yeah.
In the vein of like, you know.
Give us a toolkit. Let us make our own stuff. Just
do
feel it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's fun game for sure though.
Oh,
I agree with you.
Oh, I definitely love that one.
Yeah. 5.
Mario games. Aren't they great?
They are.
This one was brought out 2002. The good old sequel to Super Mario 64 called Super Mario Sunshine.
Now, it was actually deemed the sequel?
No, it was just like the next game in line to come out.
Oh, okay.
That was it. I don't think they made another Super Mario for the Nintendo 64, so this was the next step in it. This would be referred to like probably one of the top 3 or 4 Marios ever.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Probably be up there with quite a few of them.
Is this like your opinion or like...
Probably a general.
Consensus?
I would assume a general. I've seen other opinions that are very similar minded.
Yeah.
That there are like the top Mario games and that.
Yeah.
So what did they do for this game? They gave you Flood, F-L-U-D-D. He is a great companion. He is a water cannon, is the easiest way to explain it. You use Flood to shoot enemies, hover, rocket bounce, turbo boost all around.
So this is kind of like the first time they actually implemented an inanimate object in Mario to...
Oh, he always had
Like a
help,
character?
like say Yoshi and stuff.
Yeah, but Yoshi's not an inanimate object.
This was an essential tool,
Yeah.
is what I'll say.
like, I'm saying,
this
like,
is
the
the
newest-
first time Mario
yeah.
had an essential tool.
Yeah, because like nowadays, like in the newest one for the Switch, like he's got his hat that has a face, like
Yeah.
eyes, right? Does it talk to him?
Yes.
Yeah, see, so like Flood was probably the first
The prototype of
inanimate object
Yeah.
to like talk to him and communicate with him,
correct
right?
on
Yeah,
that
okay,
one. Yeah,
yeah.
so it'd be the first one. What they really took over the top, they did water to the next level. It's weird to really say that. In 2002, water was not a very well done graphically or with the physics. Not a lot of games really did it so well. They went over the top. Like, it really felt like you're jumping into a big pool or just everything like that. It's like, it's hard to take that love and to explain it, but the key points that make it super enjoyable, once again, gorgeous, great finesse, stable, responsive gameplay, but they add in a good-sized island adventure where they bring you to the tropical beach of the island of yes, it is the Isle of Delfino.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the people who are the Piantos.
Yeah. No, that's the one thing that jumped out to me about this game was it's just so it's like literally just how you feel summertime, going outside, getting the sun, the vitamin D, and you're just happy to be outside because it's like, oh, look at it, it's so bright, it's so nice out here, and you get that. I got that feeling just even playing this game, just looking at how all the bright, the sun, the sand, the island, the bright colors,
and to add in that, like, when you start the game, it's pretty dark. So as you start to complete it, and it kind of just really feels like you're fulfilling the sunshine in the area, truly bringing that environment to life. You got to touch like theme parks, beaches, like awesome beach motels. Yep. It was just a great concept, and it will be there for probably one of the top Mario games ever.
Yep. It's a good game.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good game.
So,
for sure.
Play it if you never have. That'll be my tidbit.
If you're not up on getting sunshine in real life, go get some sunshine.
Yeah, go visit the
Video
Mario
game.
Beach.
Mario Beach, Delfino.
Life's a beach.
4.
Phantasy Star Online.
Yes.
Multiple platforms, PC, Dreamcast and such. GameCube stole my heart. Where do I even start?
I don't know. I recall you playing this a lot, even getting me to play.
Yeah. Okay, so I got to start off. I'm a big RPG nerd, kind of. I love that kind of gameplay. It kind of just fuels math stuff in my head and makes me happy or something like that.
Just
so I always
strategy,
really liked it. I like leveling up a character. I like making forward progression in a lot of things. So you start off with story mode. You go through these. In that game, there are 4 sections: the forest, the caves, the factory, and the ruins. They have good-sized maps. The first one map, the forest, is stable. It doesn't change. And then the other 3 maps have an RNG element. So like they have similar layouts, and they kind of like do different puzzle pieces. Like put in a puzzle, it's like this is what you get. So it was like you always got a fun little new adventure when you tried into the harder stuff.
Right.
In this game, you get some fun characters. So first, Hunter, Ranger, Mage. So that's your first 3 options. I don't know. I tend to pick a Hunter or a Ranger. They're great. I like either close combat or good range. And then the second option was to choose either a human or a robot.
Uh-huh.
So if you chose a human, you get mana, you get magical powers. So you get to cast spells, do this and that. That was the benefit of being a human versus a robot. When you're a robot, you can't use magic. You have none whatsoever. But you can see traps. You're stronger. So choosing was a little hard. So,
But it was multiplayer.
yeah, so that was just like campaign and kind of feeling it out. Multiplayer, 4-player split screen, RPG. What the game felt like was an early style live action combat. So, Dark Souls or something like that, where you're moving around, timing your attack. When you're doing the attacks, you have a combo system. So if you just like 1, 2, 3 your attacks, you're gonna have a good, powerful, nice rhythm to it. But if you're just spamming, you're gonna have a terrible time. That's it. It was just you had to be collected, calm, and ready to go take on this game. And
You had to go in with a game plan.
100%.
Yeah.
They had some fun, notable creatures and bosses. It's a good element to it, and I believe this was one of like the first like console type games to really try the online services here in Canada.
Okay.
I believe it was one of the first online services. It was like a monthly pay. You had to get a broadband adapter. You needed good internet, some other stuff. But it was one of the first ones to kind of introduce that, and it was available. So
That's cool.
it's a very cool take on it. So
Yeah.
I freaking love this game.
3. We're down to the top 3.
Okay, so people aren't gonna maybe truly believe this is a GameCube game, but it is Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest, okay? It is exactly like Ocarina of Time. I won't lie to you. It looks exactly the same. You get the same weapons. You get the same everything. What they stepped up, they changed the entire dungeon layout. So,
For all the dungeons?
for everything.
All the dungeons.
So, you go into this game, you played Ocarina of Time, you go into this game, you're like, this is gonna be a breeze. And they slam you in the face with hard mode immediately.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, familiar, I can figure this out. And it's just like,
Nope.
they'll hide, like, say, a cow's head is a switch.
Yeah.
And they'll hide it in a weird place. You gotta like shoot it with your slingshot, fun things like that. So they completely revamped how you played any of the dungeons, how you solved the puzzles. So you got to experience one of the best Zelda games again at its prime. The only way to ever get your hands on a copy of this, either nowadays you just order it online or something, but to get a copy of the Master Quest, you had to buy, you had to pre-order Wind Waker.
Okay.
Which is a fantastic Zelda title. This is one of the only ways you're going to get that disc, and it was full of goodies. They probably have ways nowadays, ROMs, emulators, all that.
I think you can play it on the 3DS version of the game.
There's a bunch of versions.
I think once you beat the game, I think you can go back and do the Master Quest.
Mm-hmm. So it's it's the best way to enjoy one of probably the community's favorite games of all time. It's up there for a lot of people, so it was a good way to really relive that cherished nostalgia, like
one of the most beloved games of our time.
100%. And it was just like you know the core story, you know the core gameplay, you know you're just gonna get a good game with a fun twist. So
just the dungeons and the water dungeon.
Mm-hmm. And just think, doing the water dungeon when you don't know how to solve it anymore.
Well, like
the first time you did
like,
the water dungeon, it's like 16 weeks later. And you're like, I think I know what I'm doing, but no.
Not even close.
No.
Get me out of here!
Just no!
Wow.
2. I just thought I'd group it together instead of taking them to space. Pikmin 1 and 2. I cannot praise it enough. It is so freaking awesome. I love being a microscopic creature, controlling other creatures in a very plant-themed miniature world. It's awesome. I like to throw in the number 2. I love to throw the big. They're not big, okay? They're microscopic, little fat, purple, chubby Pikmin. Love them. They make a little earthquake when you drop them. He's my favorite one to join in the battle.
Microscopic. How do they make earthquakes? I don't know.
I don't know.
I never played this game, so I don't know.
Oh, so it's like You're managing a small army of 100 Pikmin. You're going around killing some creatures, doing some puzzle solving. You're like, oh, I do this Pikmin works with this thing, and it's like, oh, eureka! I definitely did a thing, but they gave another element to kind of stress you out, and it was the time limit feature.
Oh, okay.
So to beat the game, you have to do it in a certain time limit. So it made a nice like casual but stressful environment for you to really get into that world and know that there's a sense of emergency happening. You got to save it. So they capture that essence. Great. One of the things that I will always remember is trying to grind through so many of the cave systems. Caves were like the puzzles. You'd go through, like, say, 5 floors.
Okay.
And one of my goals was to not let any Pikmin die.
Okay.
So I was having like an extreme hardcore challenge mode, and it was like one guy died, oh, gotta start over because there's no saving or abusing it. I never got to fulfill that dream, but that was one of the challenges I like to put on myself when I do.
Well, you gotta do it one time, then sometime.
Yep.
You gotta get on that.
Shit, it's a challenge.
So yeah,
it's really on. So it's both of those games, they brought in such a nice, fun element. Olimar is our main character from number 1. He transfers over to number 2 as well, where he gets his partner, Louis, who is the blue astronaut, pretty much. Red astronaut, blue astronaut. And their journeys just get chaotic, fun, and larger than their life, really.
Yeah.
And it's really fun collecting little things like batteries. I believe they do like some like subtle marketing with like Duracell and stuff.
Nice.
Like it's kind of fun
Product
to see the
placement.
little things. Yeah, it's like it's fun seeing that kind of stuff. And the objective was in number 1, we have to fix your rocket ship. Number 2, we want to make some money. That was the main emergencies of it. Number 2 was your business is going out and you got to make some money, bail them out. So
yeah, story of everyone's life these days.
Story of everyone's life. Yep. So it's like I give them great praise once again. Love these titles. They're gonna be up there for my favorite games ever, or just at least one of my favorite franchises.
Yeah.
Is the easier way to put it because they're all great to me.
Pikmin.
Yeah, Mr. Pikmin.
Pikmin.
And they all sound adorably cute. They're like, wee, wee.
Oh, wow, that's good to know.
Yeah, really good to know. So that was number 2. One. And now I just want to touch base on
the final
the best
the number 1
GameCube game Melee! Okay, like, honestly, this is my favorite game. I still play it to this day. I've been playing it for over 15 years. I'm a casual gamer myself. I'm not gonna be like a pro like people who've been delving 10 like years of professional gaming in. I want to touch upon the fact of with Melee, I got to meet some cool people of the community recently. I went to a convention called EGLX down in Toronto, the year 2018, and I got to see some of the number 1 best, well, a couple of the top best players of Melee all around who have been dominating the scene for years. I got to watch Hungrybox, the number 1 Smash champ, just win. Maybe the win was a little bit controversial.
Why? What happened?
There was like they opened some doors. It got cold in there. Like it was some really shitty vibe at the end. It was just like, I don't know. I really wanted to see maybe a rematch of it when the environment was right, but like some vendors wanted to get out or something. They're like, peace. They opened a fucking door in the middle of winter. It's freezing, and I feel so sorry for them. They didn't give their best show, but I still want to say props for giving me the time to say hello or whatever.
Yep.
So it was really fun to touch in it. They are greats of it. Now, Melee, if anyone doesn't know what it is, it's a party fighter. It's easiest. It's not a serious competitive game, to be honest, but Melee was made from the community to be a competitive fighter, so that's very cool. So that was touching base on part of that.
Yep.
But I gotta say, that experience was very touching to me. I've carried this game from a young teenager, going over to my neighbors almost every day, to going over to some of my best friend's house. One of our birthday party games. Bring out the Melee, let's go. Yeah. It's a party for everyone. Yeah. So, for any game
I feel
level,
like there's like a couple games staples that it's like birthday party ready.
Or
and
material.
it's like Mario Kart, Mario Party, or Smash Bros. those are like the let's drink and bust out these games and just have at her.
Yeah, like,
and yeah, it's.
And it just gives me those feels when I play it. I get excited. I'm like happy to boot it up. I'm like, let's go dust this off. It's been a couple months and get this rocking.
Blow in the cartridge.
Like I one
Not
day
on GameCube, I know. Because I mean, we played Smash Bros on the N64 when that came out a lot.
Oh yeah,
like that was one of our favorite games, I think, for the N64, and we played it a lot. You know, I'd come over every Sunday. It was mostly that or GoldenEye or just Mario
Wave Race.
But yeah, no, Smash Bros was huge for us when we got our hands on it. So I mean, growing up with that, I think we same thing. We played Melee when you acquired it.
Well, I think it came out in like 2002. So what? That like 16, 17 years old now. Like it's been with me the whole time, and I still can't get rid of the game. Like.
Yep. No, it's a good game. I mean, they've made more Smash Bros. Games, obviously. We even did a video of one.
One of the newer ones. I think it was the Wii U version, Smash 4, I think.
Yeah, whatever. That was still a fun one.
It's still your core gameplay of everything, but it's like, I think the older two are always going to be the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
I freaking love those two.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
games.
so...
We're not done yet.
Bonus time.
What's your favorite question?
What's your favorite question?
Oh, I forget what I'm saying.
Okay.
What's your favorite character, though, in the game?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
If you knew, it's like, I like all of them.
Yeah. Like, who's your goat? Like, who do you find... Okay, better question. Say you're playing your toughest opponent ever. Like, say it's me, right? We square up and it's like, here we go. But you can't just beat me with anybody. Who's your like? I gotta pick this person to win against a tough opponent.
I would probably pick between 1 and 3, depending on the type of character you chose.
Okay.
I really like to abuse some Marth.
I
like to abuse some Jigglypuff, and I like to abuse some Falco.
Oh, Falco.
Those would be my 3 like maybe aggressive, stronger characters. But I like them all.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
okay. Now I'm
going
going even deeper now.
Okay.
You said depending on what character I use. What's the criteria you look for?
Are you a fast character? Are you a small character? Are you a light character? Are you gonna fly? Like if you're picking a Jigglypuff, I'm gonna pick a Marth. You're not gonna touch me.
Okay.
Like I got range.
Okay, so I got
range, power, whatever.
You've got it right down to a science.
Oh, I've played this game for 17 years or 16 years. Let's go.
Alright.
Like.
There it is, Triplesix's top 10 GameCube games of all time. Yeah, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, come back for more, where you'll see more video game playing and or top 10s from me and Triplesix here.
Yep.
So
the Teal Hulk.
The Teal Hulk.
No.
So until next time, guys and girls, take care.